The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Paparazzi Pop in the building. My guy.
What's going on, bro?
First and foremost, thank you for being here.
Of course, I'm glad to be here.
For the people who can't see it, because a lot of these shots is like waist up.
Yeah.
We was actually supposed to do this back December 5th.
Yeah.
But unfortunately there was an accident, a car accident, right?
I had like a little accident on the electric scooter. I fucking heard
On the electric scooter?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think you should have left in that car accident, bro.
Yeah, but I don't want to act like it's something it's not though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody fuck up. We all make mistakes, but we ain't perfect. So you know what I'm saying? It happens. So I'm just in recovery right now.
Hey, as long as you're doing okay. Wait, so all right, so I need now that I know that it's not a car, I need to know the electric scooter story. Like, what happened?
I was leaving the studio like 6 in the morning. I was drunk, mad tired. I was just finished doing like mad hooks, like, and I smoking weed. I was just mad. I was off it. Yeah. So usually I take the scooter because I'm not that far from where I go to the studio at. So usually I just take that going. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them nights. I was just like, all right, bet. But I wasn't thinking. I should have just either just stayed or probably just took a cab or something. I wasn't thinking. So it happened like that, and I just blacked out like. Crashed.
So you just crashed the scooter? Nobody crashed into you?
Nah, yeah, I crashed.
It's like a wall into a car?
Like I hit like a pothole or something.
Damn.
It was like
It was like a Revel that you was on?
Nah, it's like it's called Wheels.
Okay.
I don't know if you probably heard of it before, but yeah, it's called Wheels.
Is that like the one that you're standing up on?
Yeah, it's not like it's like a seat on it, but it's like like it's like a bike with
it's
no
like
pedals.
a Revel.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Revel. Yeah.
Damn, man.
Similar like that. But.
See, that's why I'm afraid to drive those things in the first place, bro.
Yeah, everybody tell me that since that happened, everybody been saying that like, yo, it's dangerous. Like,
cause you know why I think when we drive, cause you got a whip, right?
Nah.
You ain't got a whip?
Not yet.
Do you drive though?
Yeah.
Okay, you drive. So like I don't know if you ever been like this, but like so let's say I'm driving, I don't know, in Brooklyn somewhere, and then there's like a Revel right in front of me. I be getting so mad. I be like, yo, can y'all get the hell out the way? Like, can y'all just get out my way, please? I just want to get to my destination. And I think that becomes. And then I think that's also why I'm afraid to drive them, because I know how I am when I see one of them. So if I'm driving one, I already know that people already kind of like got it out for me too.
Yeah, I almost had a couple accidents like that. So, but I just, I still move out. I don't know. That's just me though. I'm not.
My brother, I think it's time for you to get a car.
Nah, yeah, I noticed that now. I gotta take a break now. So, definitely when I recover and shit, it's back to that.
Even if it's like a 10-second car or whatever, just something to get you from point A to point B.
Yeah. Ain't no more of that. Yeah, that shit dead now. It's cold anyway, so it's like that was just for the moment type shit. So.
Well, at least you're doing well.
Yeah.
How you been other than that? Like aside from the recovery?
I'm alright. Just working on more music. Just just clearing my head. Just getting my mind right. Just just focusing on next year, because next year is right around the corner. So I'm just preparing, like just planning, because I got a lot of music to drop. So
clearing your head from what?
Just a lot. Like I be having a lot going on, like just other than music. So like family, stuff with my mom. Like my mom, she's getting older and stuff like that. So she just stopped working. So like her legs is getting bad. So like it be a lot like going on. So I be trying to like I'll be in the studio a lot just to like clear my head. That's really all I do. Like I be in the crib, go to the studio, go right back. Like that's mostly what I do, because like that's like a home. That's like another safe haven. So I'll be there to just just release my mind. Just like it'd be a lot going on. So I just try not to just think about that, and I just be all right. Let me go do some music, because that's usually like my go-to. Like whenever I want to just clear my thoughts.
But with all the music you've been recording too, like because you don't really drop as often, at least as you used to too.
Yeah, because I don't, not saying I don't want to like, get in the way of like, what other niggas is doing, but I just don't, I don't like to feel like I'm copying somebody else's shit, like, because it's a lot of, the same shit that's going on out here in the air, so I don't want to, like, put out, and that's what I feel like sometimes when I did put out music, like, I felt like I would just like, just like, throwing shit out just to feed whatever was going on, the same shit that's in the air right now, and I don't really want to do that, because I got like, I'm not really like, like a drill rapper and shit like that. Like I just do it just, because sometimes that's what the fans want to hear, but
of course,
mostly I've been getting back to like, like my original, like my bars and shit like that, like, because that's really like, I come from that era, so I usually been getting back to that, like recently. I got a lot of that's about to like drop. Like,
do you feel like you kind of strayed away from that for a little bit? Since
yeah.
you're talking about mentioning getting back to it.
Yeah, I know I definitely did, like, but I feel like I have phases though, like, but it's like I don't feel like I actually drifted away from it. Sometimes it depends on how I feel one day. I might go to the studio and I just might feel like, I bet like this sound, like I want to do this right now. The next thing you know, I might hear like something that's like back in the day era. I might be like, I'm feeling this more today, like, so it depends. So I don't feel like I strayed away or drift off. I just, sometimes it just depends on the mood I'm in, like.
But the drill sound did pique your interest at some point.
Oh yeah, it always did, like from day one, cause I come from like when like drill like first started, like like 2012, like when Chief Keef and them first came out, like me and my dogs, like we was like some of like the first people listening to like Chicago music. Well, that's how I feel. I can't like I'm not gonna say like that's the truth, but
It's crazy that you can't even say that we were some of the first people listening to Chicago music without somebody else feeling away.
yeah,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that's why I don't wanna I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I bet like we was, but I know like when Chief Keef and them like first came out and shit like that, like we was heavy on it from I Don't Like to, like that's the only niggas we knew from Chicago was him and like Lil Reese, and then like I went to jail after that, so I was in jail, hear other niggas come to jail and telling me about like yo drill wave, and I was doing beats back then like Chicago drill beats, like I was doing Chief Keef I Don't Like and all his beats that he basically came out with. I done did those beats back in the day, so like I kind of been on that.
Yeah.
So it was like when I came home, like 2 years later. So when I came home, it was like I got right back to like the same shit. It was like I was still doing bars, but it was like drill was what was lit at the moment. It was like G Herbo and them just came out. It was like some more Chicago rappers coming out. That's all everybody listening to. All my dogs, they listen to Chicago music. So it was like I heard this already, but I didn't hear it. So it's like I'm just getting more. I'm catching up more. So it's like that was what was lit. So I was on that. I'm like, fuck it. Like I just started like being on that. But then I started drifting back off to like bars and shit like that. That's why I say I have phases. Like so I don't just like be on one thing for like too long and just like depending on like it's always the mood I'm in. Like it's that's really like how I go for like really the mood I'm in. Like.
And what mood? And the mood you're back in now is more like kind of getting back to the lyrical stuff that you kind of came up on.
Yeah, cause it's like I've been getting like more like the feedback I've been getting. Like I always get the same feedback, but it's like I've been getting like that more of that like now, like because especially like I said, I be going through stuff and shit like that, especially like this, like niggas my niggas I talk to and shit like that, they'll be like, yo, put that in your music, bro, put that pain, like like just like relate to that. And I've been getting back to that like lately, like the last couple weeks, probably like last month, 2 months. Like I just been like I've been doing like a lot of like pain bars music, like shit like that. I mean I did like a few like probably like anthems, New York anthems, like, but I've been like like really focusing like releasing my pain. That's how I like clear my mind, release it through my music. So it's like I don't really gotta like focus on it no more.
Right. Nah. And like I feel like when it comes to like releasing pain in the music, like I mean you've definitely been there before. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean we talk about loss a lot. You've lost like obviously people, and we lost a lot of people here in New York. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like
nah, definitely.
It's just kind of become like a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
it's like the studio just has become like that outlet for you to get that out too.
No, most definitely. Like, I mean, I always like I've been rapping all my life, so it's like that's the only thing I know. Like I don't know nothing else but music, so it's like that's how I express myself. Like I could be going through something, it's like I won't say nothing around people, but then I go to the studio, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it on the song. I let everything out on the song, and it'll be like, all right, I feel better because it's like I obviously made a good song about it, and I'm like it's like I'm releasing my stress. So it's like that's always been my go-to. It ain't never been like, like music, period. Like, no matter if I'm not in the studio, I'm shooting a video or something, I got a video shoot coming up. It's like, like I might be in a bad space and I'm about to shoot a video, and it's like, now I could, I can have some good positive energy around me and like, while I'm, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I get that out of my system. So it's like, that's how I really like, I vent and shit like that through my music. That's why I try to like,
focus. Yeah, it's interesting because like even if you see like some of the people that like you've done music with, whether it be like G's or BMO and whatnot, it's like everybody does a different type of sound too.
Yeah,
But y'all all in like the very similar like type of lane with each other.
Yeah, I mean like we all came up together. Like those BMO's definitely my dogs. G's definitely my dogs. Like I grew up with them, so like I watched they sound like grow like differently. Like like everybody ain't always rap like the way they rap. Like not saying it like that, but like like. Sometimes like everybody like grows, like so you might hear somebody like me like before back in the day like my voice was squeaky as shit, like it was like it was mad light, and then now like you hear years progressing, and now it's like now my voice getting deeper and shit like that now. So it's like I watch everybody watched me grow. I watch everybody grow. Like, you know, like I said, I grew up around them. Like, those is really like my dogs. So, you know, like, they doing their thing. Shout out to both of them. Word.
So what type of music? So when are we gonna get more music from you? Like, what are we doing now? Because it's been a couple of years since the last project. Since we really, I mean, you've been dropping on YouTube and whatnot, but when are we gonna get like some concrete releases from you finally?
I say like top of January.
Okay.
I could definitely say like top of January. I just was in the studio the other day. Yeah, 'cause I want to definitely release some more videos. I want to show everybody I'm not just, you know, high, because I like to play the cut. I don't really like to, you know, sometimes I don't like publicity like that. Like, it's just, you know, it's a lot of like politics, shit like that. So
Yeah, always.
you get what I'm saying? Like, so I like to stay away from that, but I know I gotta be like out in the open because I'm an artist, so I can't just, you know, like
You can't just hide at home, like hide at home or in the
yeah,
studio, right?
I can't just play the cut all day. So, you know, I gotta come outside. You know, even though like for me, I got a broken leg now, I'm still about to show the people I'm still outside. Like, so.
Right. You did the freestyle standing on the leg too.
Yeah,
Just,
like,
you know, that's no like easy task either.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, like, even when I was supposed to come on the 5th, like, only reason I didn't come on the 5th is because, like, I wasn't there mentally. Like, I could have moved around, but it was just, like, I wasn't there, like, mentally. Like mentally, I was just, like, nah, I wasn't feeling that. That's why I wanted to postpone it, like, because I just was fresh out the hospital, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even have no medicine yet. Like, I'm still in mad pain. So it's just, like, that shit just had my mind everywhere. So I was just, like, all right, let me postpone it. So that's why when he was like, all right, bet we going to do it on the, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I'll be ready by then. Like, I'll make sure I'll be ready.
Word. So by the time people see this, we'll probably have some new music out.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
New project on the way soon, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm working on a project with NYC Really Sound Like.
Oh, word. Their project or your project? Like,
no, yes, my project.
okay. But you collabing with them on it somehow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely with NYC Really Sound Like. I want to really like show the city like how it used to be, like, you know, the 50 Cents, the Locks, the like, you know, the Biggies, the Big L's. Like, I want to just, like, you know, like, because, you know, a lot of like youngers right now, like, they're not really caught up on, like, you know, like what really made music what it is today. Like, you know, they only focus is like, you know, drill. Like, I get that because, you know, like, some kids don't really know like how music really started and shit like that. You know, like what really was before all this, you know, like, so I want to really like just bring that feeling back, like with a lot of like, you know, like the gritty, you know, I want to bring it back to like, you know, G when it dips at times, like shit like that, D Block Lock, shit like that, like, cause that's the era I come from. Like, that's when I started rapping and shit like that. So I want to you know, catch people back up though. Catch people back up.
Word. So project coming soon with them. How do you guys get together for this project?
Wait, who's talking about?
What NYC really sounds like? How do you get together?
Oh no, I'm doing my own. I'm just calling it what NYC.
Oh, that's what you're calling it. Okay.
Yeah.
So the project is called What NYC Really Sounds Like.
Yeah.
Yo, Cal, can you take this, please, bro?
Yeah, definitely.
He's annoying me now. Just go take just take it outside. He's coming with the next artist.
Nah, but yeah. That's why. Yeah, I want to name. I'm naming my project What NYC Really Sound Like, because like I said, I want to, you know. I know about the you talking about the one from Instagram, right?
Yeah. I was like, oh, they're doing collab projects out. But I get it. The project is called What.
Nah, shout out to them though. Definitely shout out to them though. But yeah, I want to, you know, like I said, I want to bring the city back, like in my way though, because everybody got their own way. You know, I want to bring it back my way, like from the era I grew up on. Like, you know, people was used to hearing that. Like where I'm from, my neighborhood, like they used to hearing me like that. So even when I do drill, sometimes like, you know, like my older niggas and shit like that, they not used to that because they don't listen to that. So it's like, but when I drop some shit like that, it's like they be amped, and it's like, you know, I love seeing that, like they be amped, like, you know, like it be different from like, you know, like when your guys like, you know, probably a little younger, but it's like, you know, like you get that feeling like from like the, you know, like they come from that. So it's like, you know, to hear them like really like go off from some shit I make from that era, it's like I want to see some shit like that. I know it's a lot of people out there that want to hear shit like that instead of like just the drill. So I want to kind of like just show people I'm not just a drill all day, because I know that's probably what people think probably of the last couple things I dropped, but I'm gonna go back to it though.
Word. What NYC Really Sounds Like, the project on the way.
All right.
Word. Well, good shit today, bro. You know, congratulations on everything. I'm happy that you're in good spirits and that, you know, hopefully we'll get the cane soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If people see this, you're on the cane.
Definitely.
If you know, if you see him walking around, it won't be on the boot anymore.
Facts.
But like I said, I appreciate you being here. Before we get out of here, let the people know they can follow you. Anything else you want to let the fans know? Now is the time to do it. This camera right here.
Oh yeah, Paparattzi Pop on everything: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everything. You know, so we got Bucks, Boom Life Media, RS4L. I know what's going on with me, man. I'm here. I'm back outside. Back outside, man.
There you go. Make sure you go follow him. Go run up that freestyle. Go run up to What NYC Really Sounds Like project when it comes out. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time. Paparazzi Pop on the radar. We out. Boom.
Facts.
My guy. Love.
Boy.
Dope.